Okay, so Barb.
Hey now.
What did you think about that when
There's
that
about
happened?
to be 2 fights tonight. I honestly thought he did it on purpose, but I guess he just tweeted that like he didn't. So whatever, it's fine. Actually, I really like Barb, so it's cool.
Have you had a chance to look at social media just to follow up on that? Eddie Alvarez kind of actually put out a tweet that said, "Congrats on the fight, Barb."
No, I didn't see that, but no, since Ultimate Fighter, I actually stay off Twitter now, and my quality of life is so much higher. Twitter's a bunch of people that like hide behind fake accounts. They say things they don't mean about stuff they don't know what they're talking about. So it's a waste of time. I'd rather spend it with my family.
So tell us, how's this past week or 2 weeks been for you? I mean, not knowing whether you're going to fight, but still having to keep on weight and go through the weight cut. I mean, tell us how that was all.
For me, like staying on weight, staying close to weight isn't that difficult. I'm really disciplined in my diet. I'm really disciplined with my weight cut. So for me, like I don't really understand when people struggle with that, because for me it's always been I've just always been very disciplined about that. It's really important to me to be professional and make weight. So for me that's fine, but we didn't know who we were going to fight or if we were even going to fight. So to step up and fight Barb Honchak on 1 day's notice, to me it just says a lot to me about me, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. We didn't have a camp for her. We didn't have time to prepare for her, and she's one of the best flyweights in the world. So I think that says a lot.
What was that entire ride like for you, going from the Ultimate Fighter, having that moment where you're almost stepping in for Sijara, and then going all the way up to I might not have a fight on this card because of the world visa problems?
Yeah.
What's
So,
everything been like?
well, we had an opponent and we had a date, and then we had an opponent but we didn't have a date. Then we had a date but we didn't have an opponent, and then they were like, "You're fighting tomorrow. You're fighting Barb." And I was like, all right. Like, honestly, at that point, you're like, okay, just tell me what to do. Like, and so I've been talking about this a lot lately. For me, mentally, to just roll with the punches and focus on what I can control, which is me, and be the best me I can be. This was such good practice for that. And when we went into this week, I was like, I'm just going to practice not worrying about stuff I can't control. And it was awesome. It worked out great.
Is 25 going to be your new home?
Absolutely.
Permanent? Okay.
Yeah.
When you look at all the competitors, everybody that went through the house, a victory over Barb has to rank up there with probably the best victory that anybody could get. Granted, the title would have been nice.
The title would have been cool, yeah.
But to beat a former champion, that's got to be a pretty special moment.
Yeah, and it was a close fight. We're going to go back and watch it and fix those mistakes. I'm sure I made plenty. I definitely got rocked in the second round. And just being under those lights and stuff is still something that, I don't want to say I'm getting used to it, but it still trips me out a little bit. I feel like a little stuck in the mud sometimes when I'm in the octagon, and that's just another mental hurdle that we're going to work on overcoming. In my next fight, I'll be even better. You guys will see.
Do you feel like this win set you up for a title shot?
It's hard to say. There's a lot of really good girls at flyweight, so I think it puts me on the way. You know what I mean? Coming off a win over Barb Honchak is like, I think that says a lot, especially to do it on 1 day's notice. If we had a full camp for her, that might be something else, but we stepped up literally on like 26 hours notice to fight her and came out with the win. So I at least want to start talking about that.
How's this has this whole process been wonderful for you? Because you were already in the UFC. Everybody else was trying to get in there.
Sure.
As the going from then and then making it now and then ending with this victory, has it all been worth it? And would you do it again?
Tough was hard on me because I was away from my family, and so like my husband and my son and my routine. I mean, those are the people I love the most in my whole life, and to be away from them and have no contact hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. And then to lose was also really heartbreaking, and fighting is an emotional sport, man. I don't care what anybody says, it's very emotional, and I could probably use a little less emotion, all right, I get it, but it is an emotional sport, and they are my support system, and I don't want to be away from them again.
I guess that kind of is one of the next questions. How soon do you want to get back in there?
Tonight, no. I don't know. We're going to Thailand this month, and I just want to go to Thailand right now and go sit on the beach and sip out of a coconut. So I'll let you know after that.
I know you trained with Sean over here. You got a chance to watch his fight. What did you think of it?
He's such a great kid, man. Sean's a rock star. He before he was even in the UFC, like, I just want to take credit for this, by the way, like in January I was like, you're going to be in the UFC by the end of the year and you're going to be a star. I just look at him, I just knew it. Yeah, of course, it's because I said no. He's a great kid, and he works hard. He's getting better all the time still, so he's a monster tonight. He's going to be extra monster next year. Keep your eye on him.